Hello and welcome to the first video of this Let's Play series for the Aielund Saga in Neverwinter Nights. This is in the Enhanced Edition, but this saga can also be played in the original version of the game, though it may not work as well on modern machines. So the Aielund Saga is my favorite Neverwinter Nights campaign. I've played through it a few times. However, this is the Enhanced Edition version of it, which features some overhauls and some things that are considerably different. Now, I've actually helped with some of those overhauls and rewritten some of the underlying code and added in some features there, but I don't really know about like conversational or plot changes, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. I will try to avoid spoiling anything as we go, and some things may be a surprise to me. So we start off at level 1, and we'll go until the mid-30s, I believe. And we can see the description right here. It says, in the kingdom of Aielund, trouble is brewing. While the king leads an army against enemies in the far west, the poorly protected realm is under attack from brigands, goblinoids, and barbarians from the east. And rumors of a conspiracy are growing as the remaining military forces do little to stem the tide. Into this vacuum of power steps a small band of daring individuals who must try to keep the region intact while tracking down the conspirators who seek to divide up the land for themselves. Nature abhors a vacuum. I still love that title. I really do. And we are going to be playing this as a sorcerer, and we are going to walk through the character creation here really quickly as well. My hope for this first video is that we can get through character creation and to level 2 before we need to stop, but I'm going to keep an eye on our time and we'll see how that all goes. So let's load this up. And we are going to, if we look at the pre-made characters, right, I don't actually have many Enhanced Edition. A lot of the stuff is the epic character builder stuff that we really don't care about. Actually, is this the one I wanted? I think this might have been the one I wanted. Praise concentration. You know what? We are going to remake him from scratch so people can see how it works. Okay, welcome to Neverwinter Nights if you're new here. We're making a new character. First of all, he'll be male. Race will go with human. Humans gain an extra skill point and feat per level. I'm not going to try to make this a here's how everything works in the game, because that's going to take way too long. You can look up the different races if you'd like to see the different benefits. Portraits, we'll go ahead and go with this one that looks very sorcery, right? Class, we're going to go for a sorcerer, arcane spellcaster. You're fragile and weak. It's basically a raw personality version of the wizard. The wizard learns, the sorcerer just bends reality to his will. We're going to go ahead and be lawful good. This may not be necessarily typical for sorcerers, but there's nothing inherently against it by any stretch of the imagination. Lawful good means we basically believe in a ordered society to help people. We believe in laws and rules and that they're ultimately good. But we also are good, which means we want to help the innocent and we hate to see the guilty go unpunished. So if we find a law we don't like and we think it's bad, we will try to change it. It's not that we're beholden to the current laws, it's just that we think laws are better than a society where there aren't any laws. That's kind of our goal. As it says, we emphasize honor and compassion. Abilities, well, charisma is our most important. That's a casting step. We're going to max that. I'd like some skill points here in this module in particular. So we have pitiful strength and dexterity. Hey, we don't work out anyway. But we are fairly tough. Our wisdom is at least average. We're smart, and we are very, very charismatic. That's all great. Packages we're going to configure. So in this case, let's go for praise so we get better prices on goods. Concentration to help us cast spells if we get hit. We're going to go for persuade because we want to try to persuade people, which helps with our charisma. Tumble to help us reposition in combat and get some extra armor class, and then spellcraft so we get saves against spells and it unlocks other things. Those are going to be the 5 skills we want to have. And then we have our choice for stuff here, so let's go ahead and go with spell focus and evocation, and then we'll go ahead and go crazy and greater spell focus and evocation. Really our feats aren't going to matter until later on in the game, being frank here. Aielund also uses the enhanced magic system, which is a spell overhaul. I mostly like it. There's a few things that's rather weird about it, and some things that I think are kind of stupid, but overall I think it's still better than the default game. So things like this aren't going to matter more for a few levels. First few levels really we're mainly going to be buffing and, well, buffing our companions. Spells, I mean, really, it doesn't matter too much for the cantrips, so I don't know. We'll for these four. Daze people if we need light. Ray of Frost resistance. The main thing we definitely would like, let's get Identify and Mage Armor. Because we're going to be casting Mage Armor on our allies, and we'll identify any magic items we find. And what do we want? So they're going to be a pseudo, it's probably going to be a fairy dragon or a pixie. Let's go for a pixie. No, pixie. Let's name her Sylvia. Sure, great. So we have a pixie who's a rogue, so technically she can open locks and disarm traps as if necessary if we need to pull her out. I'm going to customize. I don't know. Things generally are fine here. Let's lighten the hair a little bit.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Now you shall taste my pow, feel my wrath. This is going now. Someone get over here. I can't do
That
this
works.
alone.
Okay. I don't know. Let's make ourselves 25. It doesn't really matter too much. We'll call ourselves Cawthon, since that's what I name a lot of my mages, or Theo. Great. We don't care about this because there's no one else to see it, so we'll just erase it. And then deity-wise, Aielund actually has like some custom deities, and it doesn't matter what we put in there anyway, so we are just going to go ahead and leave it blank. And then here we go. Now this is something of my own invention, actually, the Balkoth minion control that you might have just noticed a notice about. So we have a little book here. You can read this if you'd like more slowly. I'm going to just kind of scroll down here. Feel free to pause it if you want to do it. The basic idea is that you can control your companions and give them additional orders, like attacking a specific target or going to a location or anything like that. In general, I am going to be reading the actual dialogue, but I am a quick reader, and I'll probably make a comment or two about the dialogue. So if I ever go too fast, I'm sorry. Feel free to pause it and read the dialogue to catch up. I'm not going to speed anything. I'm not going to speed through anything like super clicking, but I have no idea really how long to wait. So if there's any feedback people want to give on waiting a more appropriate time, by all means, let me know. I don't actually care about the positioning for most of these, so let's reposition this. First of all, let's put our companion tool right there. That's great. And then let's say we want to be able to examine things. You see we have no effects on ourselves. And then let's just drop a few things here, I guess. This stuff really doesn't matter too much. And we'll put our defensive casting there, but we don't have the concentration. So we notice that we have Traveler's Attire and some gold. Traveler's Attire is just robes. We do have our journal flashing, though. And in our journal, we have a quest that says background. Perhaps a mistake to travel through the kingdom of Aielund. Hasn't stopped raining in a month. The roads are a quagmire. So we stopped at Braxford to wait out the storms. It's been a week. Let's go do something about this. So let's go talk to the innkeeper. Alright. And we have a room right here. So let's see what we have in our room. Well, we have some torches. We have a flower gown that obviously I should wear because then I'd be even more pretty than my sorcerer already is. That's sarcasm. But hey, I do have high charisma, so there's that. Then there's a wizard's robe here that gives 1 concentration. That's better than what we had. Let's wear that. And we can sell this other stuff. These all look like they're... Well, that's unlocked. But there's nobody in there, and everything else is locked, and we're not going to just go breaking down the doors. So let us head downstairs and see what we can find. We have various tavern patrons.
It's a long day.
Good tidings to you.
Very cheery.
Hey there, dear.
Hi, old man.
Hello.
How polite of him. And then we have 2 people here, which are named, which means they're probably special. Melise Sanaman. This incredibly beautiful woman is obviously only partly human. She returns your inquiring gaze with a smile. And Dante cold, unshaven, and apparently unwashed, this man looks to care little for social conventions, but looks tough and ready for anything. Let's talk to them.
Greetings and well met.
So she's a cleric. Great, so she's going to come with us. Fantastic. And then you...
Hello!
personal leave of absence. Well, let's see if we can persuade him. I have 6 persuaded level 1, which is pretty good. I succeeded. Which to respond with. Will be nice. Alright, great. So let's check out their inventory, see what they have. So Nelise well, let's look at their stats first. Nelise is a cleric level 1. Strength, Constitution, Wisdom, and Charisma. Just uses a mace. Skills are probably like concentration, and I don't even know what else she might have. So she probably has like 2 skills total. So it looks like heal and concentration, maybe. Okay. Feats, she's combat casting, skill focus, concentration. Alright, so give her a simple weapon, and she can act as a bit of a tank for us, which is nice because we're a squishy wizard with about half of her hit points and less AC. So we are going to borrow her crossbow for ourselves because she doesn't need it. And I don't really trust the AI to drink the potions intelligently here. So I'm going to grab the potions. Sorry, Nelise. You can, let's say, you can keep 2 of the healer kits. You can use that on yourself if you get an emergency, but otherwise let's try not to burn the potions. The AI isn't the best at drinking potions, especially not super powerful potions. Dante has even more hit points. He's a fighter. Thought you were a ranger, Dante. This is very confusing. So he has very high strength, dexterity, and constitution, and okay intelligence. I am the smartest in the party by a far margin. Wisdom is, I'm the lowest wisdom though. Charisma is negative, which kind of makes sense. You see that he has cleave, power attack, and toughness, and the usual fighter proficiencies. So right now he's holding a short bow. We probably want to give him a melee weapon. Oh, there's a longsword. Let's give him the longsword. And we'll just grab the bow just to make sure you don't feel tempted to swap to it. And we'll let you borrow 2 of the healing kits still, and we will take the rest. Because the thing is, it's not that I don't trust him. But if it comes down to it, if they're wounded, I'd rather walk up behind them and spend my turn healing them than have them, you know, waste their turn at the front lines trying to heal themselves. That's like from my job in the back. Okay, so Dante has camouflage armor. It's leather armor, so we'll try to get him heavier armor soon. Skill bonus height +2. Hard leather boots, which just give discipline +1. And a ranger's cloak, which has height +2, so he's good at stealth, probably. Move silently and hide, okay. It's nothing amazing, he's still going to get probably spotted. Then we didn't check Nelise's actual equipped gear. It's a mace, it's robe and mail shirt, and it's a large wooden shield. So wooden shield apparently has bludgeoning invulnerability. I don't know if that's custom or what. Anyway, so you guys, Dante now has your longsword, great. Nelisa, you have that in your shield, fantastic. This is probably the innkeeper.
Hello there.
Rain for an entire month, huh? So they tried to send a messenger who didn't return for whatever reason. Well, obviously we're lawful. We can't let brigands control the roads. Hey, look, we just got some XP for acting according to our alignment. That's a thing that happens in the series. A lot of the time it kind of makes sense. Sometimes it's kind of gamifying the game. You'll act whatever, but we'll go with it. It's a source of XP for now, I guess. Right, so we bring you the ale, we get 200 gold. You need to talk to the mayor. And he is across the road in the office. Excellent. Alright, we can ask some other questions. Blacksmith, down the road, leather goods, Laurel Petil and her husband. Alright. Temple, there's a druid. Wizards, sage with scrolls. Month of rain, right. Nature does abhor a vacuum, right? The king's army's gone, so they've done something terrible. We have been for High March in the south and barbarians to the east. A lot of problems. Okay. Don't mind me, Tom. I'm just poking around. Hi, Ashlyn Ballard. Hi, Chef Vicky.
I greet you.
Alright, fantastic. Let's go say hi to the mayor then. Well, this is probably the mayor, because it says Office of the Mayor, but we also have Lord's Linen and Leather, Blacksworth Smithy, Regional Barracks, Druid Grove, Johnson Chicken Farm, Braxworth Scribe. At least it says she likes the small town, people are friendly and helpful. Smith's Ranch, Paddocks, Road to Fort Highmark, Colderney, and the Wild. So we'll see where all of this leads soon enough, I suppose. Hi, Secretary.
Something I can do for you?
And we can just go in and talk to him.
Greetings.
And Elise, you coming? There you go. How are you, is you being distracted with something mean you can't just say, let me, whatever? Blackmail, huh? I'm not sure I like the sound of this. Blacksmith's small house facing west. Alright. Alright, Mayor Olaf. Let's see what you want, and let's make sure we also are saving here. So, I don't know, Aielund Saga, save 1. There we go, great. Well, while we're heading that way, let's stop by this shop here. The Petils.
Greetings.
Well, number 1 is just rude. Alright, so another actual change I did do to the saga was to standardize the appraise roll, so it was no longer random, which means that you don't risk getting worse prices when your appraise improves. Now it's just a flat rate that's determined by basically your appraise versus their appraise. So we're going to want to keep a few things in mind. So we can sell a light crossbow here for 31 gold. We'll use that as a price point to see what shop we want to be selling our stuff to. So 31 gold here. In fact, light crossbow, 31 gold. Here's Dave, right? Dave Patil. David, whatever, sure. Alright, and what do you have? You have leather armor +1, but that costs like 600 gold. We don't have that kind of funds. Leather armor +2, 5,000 gold, way beyond what we can afford. We could spend 15 gold giving Dante another point of AC. That's probably worth it. Alright, Dante, I don't even know you, but I don't care about your hide. I do care about you not dying. And he has bows that we're not really concerned with. And healer kits we don't need to buy right now. Alright, Dante, here. You now have an extra AC. Laura, what do you have?
Hello.
Let's just... Hey, I want leather instead. Oh. Dead animal hides. Alright, what do you have? So you have bardic gloves. We're not bards, so probably not going to use the boots of traveling. Apparently claims to make us move faster and costs over 5,000 gold. That is a fortune. I don't think we have that much money. The rest of these just look like tunics. There's a wizard's robe. Any like fencer's outfits, okay. A sorcerer's tunic. Bonus spell slot sorcerer 1. That would be nice if we get a few hundred more gold. Mage's robe of battle. Concentration and spellcraft. Monk robes here. We have a winter cloak with 5 cold resistance, and we have a performer's cape. Okay. Cool. I doubt you have anything else. And we can sell our crossbow to you for 30 gold. Okay. So we'd rather sell to her husband than to her so far. We'll just kind of work our way around town, I imagine. So, hi, do you have anything interesting to say?
Hi.
You're going to be a great warrior when you grow up, but you're not going to talk to strangers. You're kind of failing at that, little girl. Alright, this is presumably the house.
Yeah, I could do it.
Whoa, Dante, chill out. We'll try knocking on the door first. Okay, sure, Dante, bash it down. That'll do it. Alright, in we go. Hi, Marin. So you just want to leave town, eh? Maybe I should have tried to persuade her. Well, Dante's not so nice. Alright. Well, it's locked, so why don't... Actually, you know what, let's go ahead and put this in F1, that'll probably be easier. Alright, go ahead and bash it down then. Oh, she does not like that. And she is an associate. Well, so she shouted now and tried to ambush us. That was not nice. It says use limitation gender female, but it says I can use it. So, let's see how ridiculous this looks. I am wearing a red dress, I guess, but hey, now I have 2 more persuade. Totally worth it. Then your associate, who we killed, has padded armor, short sword. Alright. And we still need that chest of drawers bashed down. And at least took a hit or two. All those documents, we found a few gold. You know, if we already,
Yeah, I can do it.
I mean, if we already went into her house and killed her, I guess, let's see if there's anything valuable upstairs. She did try to kill us.
I'm done with this.
Oh, that is trapped. Okay, Dante. You go trigger that. Excellent work, Dante. You are a capable trap triggerer. There's a handful of gold pieces. Incomplete armor. That had a trap. Well, that has a trap too. Okay, you know, Dante, you take care of this. Ooh, that hurt.
Yeah, I can do it.
Alright. We'll help him out here. I did 4 damage, he did 11. And we have an unidentified 10. Which is a potion of fiery burning. Once in stopper, jet of flame. We can probably sell that for some money. Let's go ahead and take a little nap here. We have beds around here, right? And Dante's at 2 health. Alright, we feel much better. Let's go report to the mayor about how everything went. Well, it is dark now, so let there be light. That helps a little. There's the mayor's office. And, you know, details his secret trading activities in conjunction with the North Shore Trading Company. Inflating prices and blackmail. Well, that's not so great. On the flip side, I don't know, like, we did try to get killed, but I'm not too fond of this, so let's see. You know, we are lawful, but we're also good, and this seems kind of shady to me, so we're gonna go with number 2. Hey, Nelise is speaking up. Nelise is lawful good. Dante's chaotic good. Well, we're all good, even if Dante doesn't agree with me and Nelise much. We'll see. She has a point. He's the mayor. He's supposed to be setting the standard. Supposed to be. Well, that's a lot of XP. Alright, we take that down, we get 200 gold, great. Alright, and we leveled up, so let's level up. We can increase our concentration on our spellcraft, nothing else. We get a new spell, cantrips don't really matter. And we're good. Alright, so Nelise leveled up as well. Cleric 2, and Dante. Well, Dante's now a level 1 fighter and a level 1 ranger. How about that? So that does mean, though, that he now has the dual wield ability, which is when wearing light armor, he gets ambidextrous and 2 weapon feats. So overall, he has a good strength score, and dual wielding isn't that great. We may want to give him like a weapon and shield later on, but for right now at least, we can do this. Now Dante has a main hand longsword, offhand short sword, since he doesn't have weapon focus in any particular thing. So at least for now, we're going to let him dual wield like that for more damage output, because he still has as much AC as Elise does, and more hit points. Alright. So let's continue our journey, and then we'll eventually go to the South Gate, but let's check out the Smithy, and the Regional Commander, and the Druid Grove, and all that cool stuff. And this house is apparently open. Let's go check this out.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just be leaving then, because we have no reason to rob this family. Whatever.
Hello?
Don't think we need pots. So he's not even being paid for his work? It's not very good. Oh, he has a bad leg, huh? Well, that's still some stuff. We could give Dante a shield, but 2 AC isn't that great right now, especially the bludgeon invulnerability. So we'll just let him dual wield for now. We could buy some armor here, potentially. Light crossbow sells for 30G to Hadush.
Hello?
Let's see. Haven't you made more stock yet? Shipment of iron from High March never came. Well, maybe I can go find it. So if you can make better armor, then maybe we don't buy this armor right now and try to get the better one. Okay, so then the question is, do we want to splurge on the lease or not? Given we're probably about to find better armor anyway, I'm kind of inclined to say no. This is especially true since I'm going to be giving them mage armor, and mage armor will increase their AC, so they're each going to have 20 AC from that. So that's pretty good at level 2. There comes Nalise. We have a kitty, and I suppose that's the druid. Hasrenax, okay. Yeah, I'm not really thinking that's the case. So he has one burned out tree. I mean, this isn't much of a grove. Why isn't he out in the forest? So apparently there may be druids who will attack us later. It's an embarrassed cat, okay. Presumably, I guess he can heal us. Sure, great, okay. What about things you have? 32 gold, well he's now the top contender here. You could have saved 1 gold, 1 whole gold if we had bought from him rather than the other guy. Check that out. See, this is why you check all the vendors first. I'll probably do that in the future. Nothing really much that we care about. Weapons there, some potions available. Gnarled Staff of Healing. St. John's Wort, cure minor wounds. Okay. So we had 32 gold for Hasreen Axe. Alright, let's head over to the regional commander here. Regional barracks.
Well met.
Commander decided we want to speak with her. Okay then. Commander Terra Redfern.
Greetings to you.
Well, let's be nice, I guess. Okay, we'll leave, I guess. Well, unless, what do you have to say on this? What about the East Gate? Barbarian army. So hide from the barbarians. Okay. Let's see. What do you got here? Farmer Johnson. I say, could I have a word with you? Just take a second. Alright.
Greetings.
Okay, there's some creature in his barn. Alright, I may be hiding in back depending upon what this is, so I'm gonna give you 2 mage armor. How about that? 20 AC and 20 AC. Fantastic, alright. There are rats, apparently, and a huge rat. Oh, I just killed the huge rat. I just got a critical hit with the crossbow, 19. Well, how about that? There are apparently a lot of rats. It's a tiny rat there. You guys kill it. There you go. Good job. The huge rat has a tail. Okay. And the other rats don't seem to have anything. Okay. Well, we got your tails for you.
Greetings.
Alright, let's go do more rat slaying. So he is supposed to be over this direction. There he is. Then we still need to visit the scribe, but I think we visited everywhere else.
What?
Alright, I will bravely send in Nellis and Dante to kill whatever's in here. Unless it happens to be a shady vagabond, I guess. This, I don't know, let's see what this is.
Hello there.
Hi, Sam. It's been raining for a month. You know what? Fine, we'll be nice. Just don't make me regret this, Sam. Only because it's raining.
What? Hello?
And he's paying me money for lying to him. I feel kind of bad, but on the flip side, whatever. Heading out west to the paddocks, keeping out for my boys. Okay. I've completed all of that. We never completed the innkeeper thing, interestingly. So, I don't know, maybe we should go, but maybe did I miss something in the conversation? We got cows. We got a cow that's saying moo, apparently, which our two companions have noticed. And it is a cow made of wood, apparently. So, what's up with this? Cover. So he's kind of the boy who cried wolf, I guess. Alright, go get the wolf. Ooh, critical hit. And Elise lost her mage armor, but it would have crit her with or without the mage armor. That hurt. Alright, well, we've apparently... Well, we can check it out, but I don't think we're going to find anything. We're helpful this morning, so we could see where we're going. And this basically just looks like a bunch of cows. And apparently that big cow would be a severe challenge, would be very difficult for us. Okay. It just looks like cows at this point. Alright, so let's go and describe, and then we'll go back to the inn. We might just sleep there till the morning, and then we'll head out south of town in the morning, and that's where we'll stop the first video, probably. Describe. Hello, Dale Amrapin.
Hello.
East of town, where we can't get right now. Worthy souls for a knight of the king. I mean, depends on what exactly he did. He was a celebrated hero, so maybe he'll like us. I guess we are lawful good. We want to continue the fight against injustice. All right, let's see. Let's see what you got. 33 gold. Dale is our new record holder. Alright, so since it's every vendor in town, I believe, we will go ahead and sell our stuff to you. Like, there's 96 gold to there. 32 gold. A lot of this stuff is not worth that much, but it's something, I guess. Cure light wounds potions. Alright, we got all of this. I'm gonna move that to the back because we're not going to need that. Alright. We have 3 bullets. I don't know if we're ever going to use that. But we're up to 700 gold. At least did take a big hit there. Let's go see how much that armor actually is, but that would give her like another 2 AC. And would stack with my mage armor. I think it was under like 200 gold, so if we have 700 right now, could probably afford it. I think that's more important than that extra 1 level spell slot from that robe.
Hello?
194 gold. You know what? Let's do it. And there's 2 more AC. Then we can sell that for 43, or we can go sell it back to Dale here in a second. We can do that on our way out of town. So now she's up to 18 AC. Excellent. Dante's at 16. And apparently we just heard a rooster crow. So, Mr. Innkeeper.
Hello there.
It's all stuff we've seen.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Well, there we go. That's what we apparently. I'm not sure exactly when that showed up, but we paid for a whole week's lodging in advance. Great, our room's always available. Fantastic. And that was the sound of the quest closing. Okay then. Here's our room, and we can actually just click on this cushion, and we are now rested. And it is day. It's actually the afternoon. 1 PM. Dale, you want to take this armor off my hands? Fantastic.
Hello.
And we are getting 5 more gold for it. How about that? Apparently, to the misgivings of some of the men, I guess this is medieval times, basically, right? Where they don't trust women to be doing stuff. Military-wise, at least.
Well met.
Attacking Southfield, alright. Here we go. Autosave, and this seems like an excellent time to pick up the next video, so we're going to stop here and resume then.